All right. So, what's up, everybody? Your boy John Deere Man 22 here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today is what is today? So today is, I believe, is the 17th today. I think. I could be wrong. It could be either the 16th or I think it was the 17th today. So, yeah, but with that being said, let's get jumping right with it. So, obviously, we did get some FS news. So yesterday, Caserious Modding gave us a post on the Case IH 8900 Magnum series and the 890L front loader, or the loader for the tractor, I should say. And yeah, so yeah, that's just how that's gonna go. And the 8900 Magnum series and the loader have been submitted to ModHub for testing. So hopefully, hope and pray that we get it sometime either over the weekend or next week. But anyway, so with that being said, custom modding, he's got his roadmap in for 2026 with a bunch of updates and a few new things coming from his end. So that's good. And then from Shabin Modding. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't talked about Shabin Modding since last year. And it's been a while since we've talked about him. The last time I talked about him, he was doing an old John Deere four-wheel drive tractor. Basically one of the first articulated four-wheel drive tractors by John Deere. So that was the last time we heard of him. Now he is back for 2026, and he's updating his John Deere STS Series combines. Now, obviously, we console players, we won't get, I doubt we get them in this game because it's all old mods, and having anything that's even American, close to American, well, besides some of the older tractors and stuff like that, but we haven't gotten hardly any decent North American combines. I mean, we kind of have some decent North American style combines like the John Deere S700 series, the John Deere S7 series, the John Deere 45, the self-propelled combine, there's another one. I know there's another one in there somewhere. Trying to think. Then obviously we got the Case IH 088 series and the Case IH Axoflow series pack. Both of those combines came from Mat 26, which is where the 1688 comes from, is from the Case IH Axoflow. Yeah, the Case IH Axoflow pack. And yeah. So I'm hoping and praying that we get some new John Deere combines, because to be honest, I'm getting a little tired of the Case IH Axle Flow Pack and the Case IH 088 series. I know the Case IH 088 series and the Axle Flow Pack are kind of basically the only combines that reminisce off of sorry about that. But like I was about to say, the Case IH 088 series and the Axle Flow Pack are the only two mods in FS25 that reminisce off of the years 1970s, 1980s, 1990s into the 2010s. And yeah, which I believe in 2010 is when the 088 series came out for Case IH. And so, anyway, yeah. So, other than that, I don't know. I hope I get something back from the comment that I put out on Shabin Modding's post about the STS Combines update. But anyway, so enough with that. I know some of you guys are probably gonna say, "Well, why am I not downstairs working on the Lego set?" Well, I would be, but I don't want to have to deal with. I just don't want to have to deal with getting started on it and then having to redo all of this, having to redo all of the vlogs. So I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'll work on some of it probably during the evening, a little bit before Cops Reloaded comes on. Cops Reloaded being a TV show that used to be on TV, which if you guys get 48.6 or 48-6, then you guys will get Busted, which is where all the cop stuff and criminal stuff is on there for our entertainment. But anyway, so anyway, let's see here. Trying to think of what else there is. Let's see here. Trying to think. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new glasses. They look good, and they look good on camera. That's all I can say. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to them, but I'll be all right. So anyway, FS25 Season 13. Now, I did say in episode 46, which is the newest and the latest episode, well, alongside with episodes 39, 40, 41, 42, and so on till 46. So episodes 39 through 46 are the new ones. And there will be some new episodes coming next Wednesday, which will be when I fast forward time into the month of March. and I'll have the International 6788 and the Challenger 55 going on field cultivating. And then the 5488 will go on the roller. So, yeah. So hoping and praying that it's good for the time being. So, yeah, so we're going to hope and pray that everything goes right. And hopefully the 6788 can actually run the Lemken field cultivator along the plowed ground. I know it was kind of rough and trying to get a tractor like that up to speed on plowed ground. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're going to give it a dang good try. And I believe with duals all the way around, I don't think it'll have a problem. It shouldn't anyway. So, some of you guys are probably going to ask me, well, which tractor am I going to drive? Because I'll end up probably driving one of them. Well, I'll probably, more or less, going to end up driving the 6788 instead of the Challenger, because the Challenger can go on a hired worker. And as for the 6788, it can't. Why? Because the 6788 is articulated and with a 3-point field cultivator on the back of it. That just is not good. So I'll have to end up probably finding a trailed lift or something like that for the field cultivator, so that way it's not so ugly looking on the back of that tractor. But I don't know. I'll probably be able to deal with it. So anyway, yeah. I know a lot of you guys are surprised because usually I run the Challenger, but the 6788 is going to need some babysitting, especially since it's an articulated tractor. But I think if I put that tractor on a hired worker, I can always just clean up some of the end rows and stuff while I run the Challenger. So, yeah, but otherwise, I'll probably end up running the 6788 on that field cultivator, and the Challenger 55 will just run on its own on a hired worker. So that should be good. I would think so. So anyway, yeah, should have it pretty good. So, yeah, and a lot of you guys are probably going to wonder when season 13 is going to end. Well, season 13 probably won't end for a while. It'll probably, maybe, if anything, a good chance that it works out, I should be able to be done with it by the end of February, which I know that's going to be a terribly long season. That'll be a terribly long season. I know that. Because season 12 was long enough. and actually now holds the record for the most episodes in the FS series in total. So, yeah. So now we'll have to just wait and see what happens with that. Yeah. But if anything, if I decide it, I'll probably end up going with all the stuff for season 14. And yeah, season 14 should be a pretty good season as well, I would think. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say that, and I know some of you guys are probably going to say you forgot about the Lego Mario and Ninjago series. No, I have not. I have not forgotten about it. Because I know season 6 has to get started and has to be finished because it's long overdue for a... Yeah, it's long overdue for a decent... Yeah, it's long overdue to get started and to end already, so probably in the end, probably this weekend yet. I won't be able to do, I don't know if I'll be able to do anything on, I don't know if I'll be able to do any on tomorrow because I'll have Quick Start in the afternoon. Yeah, I'll have to go to Quick Start with my grandparents in the afternoon. And then, hopefully at maybe 4 o'clock, that I'll be able to do a little bit of a pre-show for my cousin and some of her friends, if they decide that they want to come out. Then, at 6, tomorrow night, I go to my other cousin's house to watch, for the very first time, because I've never seen the movie, and I am a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, and so is my cousin. We are finally and officially going to watch the Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, which basically goes into his album Nebraska. So it's basically, that's where the storyline sits in that whole movie, and it's 2 hours long. So I don't know if we'll get through all of it that night, but we might be able to. We should. So anyway, but with that being said, hopefully I'll be able to get Lego Mario and Ninjago Season 6 started tomorrow, because I won't be able to do anything about it today, because after I get home from work, I gotta eat, go out to the corn crib and shell corn, which maybe I'll do a video on that too. But with that being said, that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, everyone. Love you guys. Later.